I just finished a video called My Experience with Tirzepatide. There was a couple of comments that I think need addressed. It had to do with muscle loss while taking this medication. First and foremost, I want to advise you that I am not a doctor. This isn't medical advice. If you're ever going to take any sort of medication, you should do it under the close supervision of a medical professional like we have here at my HRT clinic, Steele Health and Hormone Center. Now that that's out of the way, let's go into a few principles I think will help you minimize muscle loss while using a medication like Tirzepatide. First thing I want you to do, or the first thing I should say I did and we do with our patients here at Steele Health and Hormone Center, is we use the minimal effective dose. So let's say you're losing weight on 2.5 milligrams, which is typically the introduction to this medication, that's the intro dose, and you're losing weight on that 1 or 2 pounds a week. Let's say it's 1 or 2 pounds every 2 weeks, but it's sustained weight loss. I don't see a reason for you to go up, and neither do my medical professionals that work here. So for us, we do a check-in after 4 weeks. If in 4 weeks you've lost 2 to 4 pounds, we ride out that dose. We want to see slow and sustained weight loss. When you start to have very quick weight loss, that's when you're not only losing fat mass, but you, I believe, will lose muscle mass faster because you don't have the energy to do the things that are essential for keeping the muscle mass on, which we'll address later in the video. The second thing that we do with our patients here at Steele Health and Hormone Center is we actually do a full hormonal panel for people that may be dealing with hormonal insufficiency. So for instance, if you're a guy that is overweight, they're going to use this medication to lose weight, we also want to look at your hormones. If your testosterone is very low, we need to do something to get that testosterone optimized. When you have optimized testosterone, that'll help with nitrogen balance. It'll basically help you preserve more lean tissue. And in fact, it can help you build lean tissue. So we also want to not only help get fat mass off, but we want to optimize your hormonal profile to keep lean tissue on. Now, we have a ton of patients that come in here and we see sustained body composition changes when we put them on testosterone replacement therapy, and you may be qualified for that. So make sure that you're not just focused only on weight loss, although that's important and it is important for health in a lot of people. Make sure that your hormones actually look good too. Now let's get into things that aren't medicinal, that transcend people that may be on this medication or may not be. These are principles that are good for everybody who's trying to lose fat mass while preferentially keeping on lean tissue. This is principle number 3. Having a high protein diet. High protein diets consist of lean beef, chicken, sometimes protein powders, ready to drink, protein shakes. These are things that I used when I was on Tirzepatide to hopefully keep as much lean tissue on. So I think most people should be getting, it depends. If you're an active person, you might be able to get up to 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein. So let's say you're 200 pounds, and you want to figure out back of the napkin calculation how much protein you should get. You're an active individual, 200 grams of protein. That sounds like a lot, but again, we're trying to keep as much lean tissue on as possible, and having a high protein diet is nitrogen sparing. This is the 4th thing, and in my opinion, probably the most important thing. You have to do resistance training. Resistance training is one of the top ways to keep lean tissue on. Not just muscle mass, but it's also very good for your bones and connective tissue. I have a ton of videos on this channel on how to work out. So I'll link that. I'll link how to work out if you're very busy and my experience with Tirzepatide at the end of this video. So click that if you're interested in those. But resistance training does not have to be extremely complicated. This is just a short synopsis of it. Find 6 to 10 exercises that you can do, you can progress on, and it's hitting a lot of different motions. So let's just go real quick. You can bench press, you can row, you can squat, you can deadlift, you can do some core, and then some accessory work for your arms. That would be a great skeleton program that you can come into the gym 2 or 3 times a week, try to progress on those exercises because that's going to do a ton to keep lean tissue on. So look, let's recap. Principle number 1, talk to your doctor about using the minimal effective dose. Number 2, talk to your doctor about optimizing your testosterone and other hormones. Number 3, have a high protein diet consisting of lean meats and sometimes protein shakes. And number 4, give your muscles a reason to stick around, and that comes with progressive resistance training. So look, if you learned something in this video, if you found it helpful, do me a favor, like the video. If you're interested in seeing content like this, subscribe to the channel. So what's coming up? I am starting testosterone replacement therapy. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like, how we do things here at Steel Health and Hormone Center. It's going to be medically supervised testosterone replacement therapy. If you're somebody that's interested in hormone optimization therapy, if you're in the state of Pennsylvania, you can actually reach out to my clinic. We can help you out. But again, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.